You know what's strange? People are surrounded by hundreds of faces and still feel alone. Messages everywhere. Voices everywhere. People everywhere. But real connection, rare, very rare. Because loneliness isn't about being alone in a room. Loneliness is standing in a crowd and feeling like nobody truly understands you. And maybe you know that feeling, being around everyone, but feeling connected to no one, smiling outside, silent inside. You start talking less, explaining less, trusting less. Not because you hate people, because life taught you something. Not everyone stays. Some people come for comfort, some come for benefits. Some come for moments, and some leave the second life becomes difficult. That's when reality hits. Hard, because you realize something painful. Not everyone who walks beside you is walking with you, and pain changes people. After enough disappointment, you stop expecting. After enough betrayal, you stop opening up. After enough heartbreak, you become quieter. Not weaker, quieter. There's a difference, because the strongest souls don't always become louder after pain. Sometimes they become silent. As pain teaches warriors something dangerous, you can survive alone. And once a person learns that, they change forever. And here's the part nobody tells you. Being alone and being lonely are not the same thing. Read that again. Because some people sit with 10 friends and still feel empty, while others walk alone and finally find peace. Why? Because solitude changes you. Silence changes you. Pain changes you. The world fears being alone. That's why people stay in fake friendships, fake relationships, fake circles. Not because they're happy, because they're afraid. Afraid of silence. Afraid of emptiness. Afraid of facing themselves. Because when everything becomes quiet, when there are no notifications, no conversations, no distractions, you finally meet someone dangerous, yourself. And that's where the real battle starts. Not against enemies, not against people, against your own mind, against the memories, against regret, against fear, against every voice saying, you're not enough, you'll never make it, just give up. Most people run from that battle. Warriors don't. Warriors sit in darkness and face every demon staring back at them. Because the strongest people aren't strong because life was easy. They're strong because they fought wars nobody knew existed. They cried in silence, bled in silence, lost in silence, and still got up. Again, and again, and again. So if you're alone right now, if life feels quiet, if people disappeared, don't panic. Maybe this isn't punishment. Maybe this is preparation. Because sometimes God removes noise before introducing purpose, because the strongest warriors, they aren't built in crowds, they're built in silence, built in pain, built alone. And maybe that's why strong people disappear. Not because they hate everyone, not because they stopped caring, because they got tired. Tired of fake energy, tired of fake love, tired of giving loyalty to people who only stayed during easy times. Because pain teaches something success never can. Pain reveals people. Read that again. Pain reveals people when life is good. Everyone stands beside you. Everyone smiles. Everyone supports. Everyone says, I got you. But the moment darkness arrives, watch carefully. People change. Messages stop, support disappears, and suddenly, the crowd becomes quiet. That's when warriors learn. One of life's hardest lessons. Not everybody clapping for you is praying for you. And yeah, that realization hurts. Because some of the people you would fight for wouldn't even stay during your storm. But maybe that's okay. Because every loss teaches direction. Every goodbye teaches truth. Every lonely night teaches strength. Because one day, you stop asking, why am I alone? And start asking, What is this loneliness trying to teach me? And suddenly, everything changes. Now silence doesn't scare you. Now distance doesn't break you. Now being alone doesn't destroy you. Because somewhere along the journey, you became your own support, your own peace, your own rescue. And that's dangerous, because once a warrior learns how to stand alone, they become hard to shake, hard to control, hard to break. Because the strongest are not people who never felt pain. The strongest are the people who sat alone with pain and survived it. And maybe that's the part people never understand. Strength is lonely, not because strong people want isolation, because growth creates distance. Read that again. Growth creates distance. Because when you start changing, people notice, not your pain, not your effort, not the nights you stayed awake fighting yourself. They notice the distance. Suddenly they say, you've changed. You're different now. You don't talk like before. And maybe they're right. Maybe you did change. Because pain changed you. Silence changed you. Life changed you. Because the old version of you trusted too easily, gave too much, stayed too long, forgave too many times, and broke quietly. So now you move differently. Now you protect your energy. Now you protect your peace. Not everyone gets access anymore. Not everyone gets the same version of you. Because warriors learn, a heart that survives storms shouldn't be handed to everyone. And let's be honest, some nights still hurt. Some nights still get quiet. You sit there staring at the ceiling, thinking about old people, old memories, old versions of yourself, wondering, did they ever care? Did I mean anything? Why was I never enough? And those questions, they hit hard. Because loneliness doesn't always attack your body. Sometimes it attacks your mind. It whispers, nobody needs you. Nobody understands you. Nobody would notice if you disappeared. And that's the dangerous part. Because the loudest battles were never outside. They were inside your head. But listen carefully, very carefully. Just because you feel alone doesn't mean you're losing. Sometimes isolation is where warriors are rebuilt. Because swords aren't made in comfort. They are forged in fire. Diamonds aren't created in ease. They are created under pressure. And warriors are created through pain, through silence, through surviving days they thought would destroy them. So if you're walking alone right now, keep walking. If people left, keep walking. If life got quiet, keep walking. Because one day you'll look back and realize something. You were never abandoned. You were being prepared.